Okay, we're officially live. It's finally working.
I don't believe you.
I'm in roll 20 at the same time, and you can hear me at the same time.
And now I too am in roll 20.
All right. So we left off last time with let's see here. You guys had been teleported to kind of the midway point between the gate and Elothus in Frozmond. Kai, after some shenanigans with the teleportation, landed him in a god's demiplane. Came back with some presents, gave one to Ebris, and Ebris started having some kind of I wouldn't say
Some
necessarily
kind of.
jealousy, but
No, definitely we'll see.
you guys had heard about a couple of people that were in Frosmond, one of whom is kind of a terrifying concept. A renowned sorcerer from Aclaufus. But you guys had wanted to do something specific in Elothus, and that was making sure to find Dadgard's family and get them out before the shit hit the fan.
And Ren's kids.
And Ren's kids.
Aren't
Right.
they? They're in the different realm, right? They're being held captive,
The families are not.
kind of.
Like Dadgard is, like most of your guys' guild is, most of the Explorers Guild is, but not the actual families. They're like, so far from what you understand, Elothus is the only place left in Frozmond that is currently populated. But that's not
which
necessarily
is
the case.
insane if you ask me.
Because Lake Greg hadn't been really touched, but then again, it's out of the way. But the Gemborn had deliberately gone around and removed like the key fighters that they didn't have any necessary quarrel with, but in order for them to be able to remove the governing body of Frozmond in Elothus, they needed all of those people to be out of the way in order to avoid the inevitable billions of gallons of bloodshed that it would have taken. So you guys teleported with Topaz back to the main camp that had been set up. After little tryst in the woods and an exchanging of a sword, uh, Kai and Ebris had rejoined the party at the camp, and Ren and Echo had helped out with kind of mess, making sure everybody was fed and fed well. And with Echo's good berries, probably did quite that was probably quite the boon for feeding time for this group. And Ren, you get to kind of see, because of the fact that you were so focused on like cooking and serving and everything like that, you're realizing that the rear guard might have only been like a couple dozen people.
Mm.
There's over 100 in this camp,
A lot of people.
all of whom seem to be kind of different mixes of race and class, but you can definitely tell like you definitely see a couple of elves that like they're born with magic, but they seem to be like they're not casters of or trained casters of any sort. A lot of genasi with weapons and armor, and then a few here and there casters that seem to be on the side of the Gemborn. And so we'll start you guys off kind of at the encampment. Everybody got a bowl of mashed foods. Kai and Ebris have rejoined the group. Ren is definitely not letting her jealousy get in the way of her friendships.
She's not though.
I know. Yeah, that wasn't satire. That was the way things actually are. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Koya had burned his one high level spell slot to send a group ahead.
He only has one of those.
Yep. You guys are level 12, right?
Yeah.
No way, are we? Yeah, we
Yeah.
are. Ship.
Am I missing a level?
If you're not level 12, then that's in a level.
Oh no, I just can't math.
Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. See, this is why I avoid not the complete reason I avoid multi-classing really, but it's one of the reasons. Because then you're like, wait, do I have the right levels? All right, so you guys are at the camp. Everybody has food. What do you guys want to do?
Just for that, I'm gonna multi-class again. Put a level into every single class, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
All right, absurd.
I'm kidding.
So this whole thing how long is it going to take to get into Eulothus? How many days is this going to take?
Well, for us, we're
Well, they
All
can
of them.
go ahead.
they can teleport us there. We're close enough instantly, so
Okay. I'm thinking, considering I have the stealth that I do, then maybe I would be the one that goes into Eulothus to grab Fred's family.
You're gonna stealth in.
Would that even be possible with this kingdom? Because I'm pretty sure they'd have something near the gates.
Yeah,
Right, guy?
Yeah,
but I'm like Grease Lightning. I can like run super fast.
I get that,
see,
but
the problem
I
is
can like run super fast.
the problem might not actually be the problem might not actually be necessarily getting in, but getting the caster that you need in with you.
Oh, right.
Because how are you guys going to explain to the guards taking Maggie, Fred's wife, and
Yep.
their 3 kids, as well as Ren's kids, out of the city? So there's different ways you guys can go about this for sure, and you guys are 100% like I'm going to leave it up to you on how you guys handle this. Uh, there's a lot of different options. You and really it all depends on your approach. There's one approach that I don't know if you guys can pull off because you never really built a connection with the goblin couriers. If you guys
Hmm.
had built some kind of
Now
relationship
that you say
or
that, I'm just
friendship with them in some way, shape, or form, they might have been pretty handy in getting in and out of the city. But other than that one, which I mean, it would take quite a bit of work to be able to. You'd probably have to do something pretty severe in order to even get their attention at this point. But any other thing you guys can think of, whether it be getting weird underground, trying to find a contact, trying to
Trading Ren's head through the city.
Would me or Ren have any contacts
Or
that would?
severe.
Well, I was talking about with our city watch contact.
yes.
Yeah, I was just saying
Yeah.
contact in general.
Yeah. Would we have any contacts that would be able to smuggle us out unnoticed?
Or smuggle us in.
That's
Yeah.
incredibly
Yeah,
dangerous.
smuggle us in. It is.
That is incredibly dangerous.
No, I agree. I was just curious if we have any.
Or
If
there's
we-
like an opening in the wall or something that could let us in, something like that. I don't know.
If we go on in the dark or some, at a well-fated time of day, I will be able to slip in and out unseen through cracks in the wall, easy peasy.
Would you be able
Why
to
do we
do
have
that?
to sneak?
Well, didn't they like not want us to be in Eulothus? The guards in general?
Why?
Or was that Ulthamar that was that way? I don't know. Am I thinking of a different game entirely?
Might be thinking of a
No,
different
they're
game.
giving us a head start. We're supposed to get one of them in, and they're going to give us enough time to leave before they do their large scale attack thing.
Yeah, but so the point is us getting them in is that getting that person in is that that person has access to the spell that can teleport us instantly to that plane. So when we'd enter the city, we wouldn't be leaving the city. If I'm understanding what Guy said correctly.
Yes. You are
So we just have to get in there, be like, go ahead.
Yes, you are taking the caster that has like one of the casters that has access to the plane where everybody has been sent to. And from what I remember, your guys' plan had been to get Maggie, Lily, Hans, and Franz, and then Ethan, Sophie, and Ember all sent to that plane in order to remove them from possible danger on a large scale with a large scale attack heading towards Alothus.
Yeah.
I believe
and
that was what you guys had been talking about doing.
That was the whole plan, yeah. Because aside from Dadguard, Ren's children that we've taken a liking to were part of that plan as well. So it was just but that guy, what we have to do is just get the guy in, get Dadguard's family, and then our family into one area, and then be just teleported back out.
Okay.
The issue would be probably trying to convince Ethan, because he seems a little headstrong with being a guard or wanting to be a guardsman or whatever. So it would just take some convincing him.
All I'd have to do is boop his snoot.
Yeah, and then it was just us getting him in, getting everybody together, and then all going to that plane.
Right.
And then meeting back up with I forgot her name already. Topaz to then get back into the city and go and free the other changelings that have been imprisoned and experimented on.
So the meeting with with both families can be casual. It's not like we're wanted or anything.
No.
Okay.
Why would we be wanted? We're part of
I
the.
don't friggin' know. Maybe maybe we are because we're the last fucking crew that everybody.
No, we were tasked with putting a stop to this,
All right.
which we have hence turned into a a bait and switch. We're switching
Yep.
sides.
Ugh. Oh,
So that's what was my thing. Is like, why are we sneaking?
okay. No, I thought okay, that was in my mind for some reason. I have no idea why.
Because
I really don't.
I mean, it's something your character is
I think
good at. So
well, no, what I think it was, I think it was whenever Sabir was being like captured for for whatever reason by the guards or what she thought was the guards.
oh, when Falinor had the guards attempt to actually catch you guys.
Mhm.
That was funny as shit.
Okay. Wow, I am completely up. What is wrong with me?
It's all good. All right, so you guys are like thinking about this. You guys met. Let's see, where's his name? You guys met the guy that's supposed to go in with you. What did we name him?
Did we?
I believe we did.
Herman. His name is Herman.
Herman
Really?
Miller?
Damn it!
No.
You beat me by just a second.
Just Herman because he's just this he's his rickety old man.
Man, I wish I had the money for a Herman Miller. I get that really nice ergonomic chair. Fuck
Eskin.
yeah.
Eskin. Okay.
Eskin Arcano.
Yeah. I didn't think we put that much thought into his name.
But yeah, Eskin. Sorry. I just found it. All right. Yes.
Excuse me. How do you spell his name?
Eskin.
Okay.
Eskin is the caster that you guys are supposed to bring in somehow get him into the city in order to get the families reunited with their loved ones and to safety.
Okay.
So now that we have that all settled, like what are you guys doing for the evening? Because you guys have to get a long rest before you guys can teleport with Koya's free magics.
Yes, just Sabir's just gonna like conversate with parties amongst fires, bonfires and stuff like that. And then get some grub and go to sleep.
Okay. Well, Sabir, I'll have you actually make a perception check.
Shit.
Okay. As the kind of like clamor of dinner and the end of dinner is kind of dying down, you hear what sounds like construction.
Uh,
And
in what direction?
Away from the camp towards a very specific structure.
Did you guys hear any of that? She like goes over to her friends if anybody's still up. There was sounded like construction of some sort.
I'll go check it out with you if you want to go and.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I can go with you and check it out.
I imagine Ren is still busy with helping out the camp.
Okay.
So unless you go and ask Ren specifically, I think Ren's a little bit distracted.
near a specific structure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then they walk up to the structure and
As you guys like kind of
check
head
things
through yeah, as you guys head through the tree line uh towards something pretty familiar to you, Sabir, and a little bit familiar to everybody. Somebody is you find a couple of dragonborn. They are one is green, the other is black, and they are currently fixing and fortifying the treehouse.
Oh.
Where Sabir had her first sunrise coffee with Dadgard. The area had been kind of blown up a little bit before, but they seem to be restoring it and fortifying it.
Okay. I guess that sparks something into her, and she like goes over to the treehouse, and yells up, "Hey, guys, why are you? Well, I guess this is super nice of you, but why did you feel like you had to restore the treehouse?"
It was a request from one of the people we removed. The Black Dragonborn speaks, and you notice right away, like his tongue is deformed, as if he had lost some of it at some point. It, it we kind of it was kind of our fault that we destroyed the area a bit. We didn't. We weren't as sneaky as we should have been when we came across him, and it's we just figured it. Once this is all done, he might like his structure back.
That's very nice of you. You know, it's okay. I understand what is happening now, and I don't have any, guess, animosity towards you guys, and it's just nice to see the treehouse being put back together.
The green dragonborn kind of chimes in and goes, "Well, it's gonna be a whole lot better now, and I'm putting some warding stones for, you know, to kind of stop some of the possibility of explosions taking it down any further.
Well, I shouldn't expect there to be any more, right?
Frozmond might not be as war-torn as a Cloufus, but we still have our problems here and there. The Black Dragonborn, upon hearing that, kind of like nervously scans the skies for a moment.
Well, I guess I'll let you guys get back to work, and then once this is all over and I get to see Fred again and hopefully have his family back to him as well. Uh we'll all enjoy it. Thank you.
Of course, you guys are the ones getting Eskin into Elothus, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you for the treehouse again.
Yeah.
All right. She like walks back towards the camp.
Ren, by now, like, everything is done. Like, cleaned up, finished up, fixed up. You finished helping with the dishes.
I didn't realize how much stuff 100 people could make. Or I didn't realize how much dishes 100 people could make. Sprawled on her back.
Sabir, you know what? Sabir's just gonna come over and help Ren out, so the job.
Everything's already done.
Okay.
Ebris would be just cleaning his new rifle thing and doing the whole magic weapon process, kind of like a hexblade, where I'm running through everything and making sure that it's all as my special weapon.
And Koya's just sulking under a tree. Right?
You know, and sulking in their tree reading a book after he returns from escorting Sabir to the place.
Gotcha.
He has spells he needs to prepare for the next day.
Okay. Are you changing out any spells?
I changed out a few, yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe the whole layout. I forget all. I'll be honest, I forget all that I had. I think I changed a few around.
Okay. You
What
should
type of creatures were they, Guy? Sorry, I apologize.
Dragonborn.
2 dragonborns?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right.
All right. Well then, let's have somebody roll a D100 for just for the night.
I'll do it. Okay.
Okay. Topaz towards the end of towards sunset, Topaz kind of starts gets a few of her higher ups and kind of goes around and starts letting everybody know, okay, time to shut down, time to call it a night. She seems really insistent that all fires be put out and everybody
Mm.
be far away from the road.
Sounds about right.
It's really coming down on sign.
What?
Oh, the rain.
Oh,
He's
And, like-
talking about at home.
gotcha.
It's like raining really hard, and there's lightning and thunder and a whole bunch of good stuff. Perfect weather to be indoors and not do a damn thing.
Right.
But also, if me and Woofy get disconnected somehow, just know that it took out our internet.
Right. Okay, well. The internet here is still kind of playing with my emotions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys don't get any watch duty assigned.
Woo.
Ren's still gonna stay up and do their normal watch.
Same.
If for
So-
no other reason than Ren wants to go bug the leader
Oh, okay.
during the night.
Gotcha.
If they're still awake. If they're not awake, then Ren's other.
No, if you want to pull Topaz aside, you could probably do it at any point.
During the night, Ren might make a reveal to Topaz.
Gotcha.
I was just gonna sleep unless something is directed otherwise.
Okay.
Sabir is gonna have a long, nice kitty rest, but be up.
Nice cat nap.
Yep, be up for coffee time.
Gotta get that coffee in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So Echo usually take first and last watch for your group.
Correct.
All right. So I'll have you roll another D100 for me for your watch.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
A nice 4.
Yeah.
Where are you, like, okay, how far away from the road? Because like basically the entire encampment is setting up to be out of sight of the road itself. So how far away
Right.
from the road are you taking your watch?
I'd mainly just near my party is where I'd be taking my watch.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. You know, we have a deal. I don't fully trust everyone here.
Fair enough. All right. So you see occasional, like, when these guys do a night's watch, it's number one, it's two people constantly patrolling around, kind of circular around the encampment, and you realize that there's probably three groups or three pairs of individuals that are constantly kind of circling the entire camp. And roll a perception check.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
As you're
Oh, sorry.
as you're kind of like watching them go by and kind of keeping an eye on your group, one of the pair that is passing by looks up quizzically, kind of almost dumbfounded. I swear I just saw some stars blot out. And the other one goes, what, like something flying overhead? Yeah, something big. And they freeze and just listen.
Obviously, I don't see anything with my perception. But would I be able to roll again for sound?
Sure.
Oh, thought I had to roll another one. I was like, "Fuck this game. I'm done tonight."
So you kind of like perk up with your special elf ears, and no, there's no sound.
Okay, I just ignore it. I don't notice anything or hear anything or see anything, so I'll just ignore it and keep watching
Okay.
through.
You get Ren up for a shift and start your meditation.
Yep. I let Ren know, hey, I didn't see anything on watch. Supposedly one of their watchmen saw stars go missing, and that's all I heard.
Right. Thanks for the forewarning. Go get some
Yep.
sleep.
All right.
And so, yeah, they're going to sleep, right?
Yeah. Echo's going into his elven meditation.
Yep.
Do I see Topaz is up?
You can wander around, make a perception check or an investigation check.
Give me a second. Boop.
Damn. Okay. First nat 20 of the night. All right. Echo 8 your luck. You're able to kind of parcel out like where you had seen Topaz go at night. You find your like being nighttime. You kind of feel you almost unconsciously changing your eyes around a little bit just to really be able to parcel everything out perfectly. And
Mm-hmm.
you go over to where you had seen Topaz. She has the biggest tent in the encampment, and it's deliberately hiding between between two very large trees, and there is a very, very soft glow coming from inside. But no
I go up
shadows
to the
seem to
tent
be
and
playing. Sorry.
sorry. I go up to the tent and I whisper her name somewhat softly, like to not disturb anyone else that's around, but like if she's awake that way she can hear it.
Okay, roll a D100 for me. you hear some muffled movement, hurried, and then the very soft glow that seemed to be from inside the tent dissipates completely. And
Mm.
she kind of, and then when you see one of her hands pulling back some of the canvas of the tent where where the entrance is, and she looks out. Quick second here, I need to look something up on her. Okay. My phone can actually do this. Okay, yep. She peeks out and sees you, and I'm gonna let that nat 20 perception ride. You hear her sheathe the blade, but you don't see it. Yeah?
All right, did you say something, guy?
Yeah,
After that,
yeah, she looks at you and says, "Yeah." Like kind of quietly, like she's not wanting to disturb anybody as well.
do you have a moment to talk?
You can see she's struggling with something internally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's walk.
Ren makes room for her to, to step out.
She starts walking to the north towards the treehouse, and then abruptly kind of cuts off to the northeast a little bit away from where anybody would be or might be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I know you're taking a huge risk with us, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair to keep you in the dark about this. You had asked about changelings before, and Ren takes off her mask to reveal, her standard face. And then she allows her, her normal face to go to her actual face.
Like gray skin, actual face?
Gray skin. Yes.
Oh, okay. Her eyes go fucking wide, like you think they're almost gonna bulge out of her skull as her eyes just shoot just wide. Like, I had heard you were a city investigator. You were an investigator for the what?
She slips her mask back on and she says, "Don't tell my friends I told you this. They'd be very miffed at me."
Even the even your partner, the one what was his name? elf, Echo, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he knows. They all do. And they all accept me for who I am. And your mission, well, I believe in it.
You're brave.
Well,
Being right
I know
under.
if you betray.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Well, I know if you betray me, I'll just have to kill you.
She chuckles at that. Like, I'd hate to see another of Frozmond's treasures thrown away.
But
Have you
whatever
ever
you need,
read any
however
of
I
the
can help.
reports about changelings?
Above game, have I?
Uh, yeah. Roll a history check. There's
Unfortunately, that was not in my purview.
like you remember reading some reports about about them being occasionally found, and so it kind of became a thing of like you had studied them, but only to the point of learning what to avoid for yourself.
Yeah.
The details of them weren't
That
as
was
important as what got them caught.
Gotcha. That was well above my purview, and I only learned enough to not get caught myself.
Well,
Hiding amongst the enemy is sometimes a little bit more risky than it sounds.
I can imagine. There's a certain member of the council. She's she's known for being sweet and trusting on occasion, but the things that they don't put in the reports are what she does to them. I'm sure if she ever even saw you, she'd know what you were immediately.
I have had the fortunate I've had the fortune of skipping out on every single meeting.
Lucky you.
More like I have good friends.
Well then, lucky you.
Lucky me.
Besides besides this group of people that all believe in this cause, I don't really have anyone I'd consider a friend. But that's
Maybe that'll change one day.
probably to my benefit, because it would have been a whole lot harder with all the people that didn't come back. We've tried running infiltration before to get into the council's darker chambers, and after the last group, we decided we just can't anymore. Did they ever give you any, or were you guys ever authorized to be handling the council's business?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
You and Echo had handled things for the city guard, and really Falinor was probably more your go-to than anyone else.
Gotcha. I've never had to deal with the council directly. If anything, Falnor acts as my liaison.
She's like the leader of all of them, isn't she?
Of the council?
No, of the guards. Like,
Mm. Oh. Yeah.
I can't imagine she doesn't know. She knows everything that has to do with the council and the guards and everything. She knows, man.
Above game real quickly. Is she saying that Falnor has to know about me or has to know what's going on to the changelings?
Has to know what's going on with the changelings.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, has to know. With her station and how closely, and the fact that she receives orders directly from the council, there's no way she couldn't know.
Falnor has always been good to me. And while she doesn't know about my true nature, I feel like if she did, she wouldn't turn me in. So it's more of her hands are tied.
Oof. Well, I wouldn't go around talking about it still. Not until
Trust
we
me,
get
I
rid
don't
of,
make a habit of it.
at least until we get rid of the people responsible for all of this. And while you might have an okay recommendation for or commendation for her, that's the only one I've ever heard.
I understand.
Any thoughts from your group on how to get Eskin in?
Just above game is Eskin is not like wanted right now, right?
Not that we know of.
Not that you're aware of.
Assuming that Eskin isn't wanted, we're just gonna walk him in through the front door. Two former investigators looking through. No one's gonna bat an eye.
Yeah, but a stranger entering the city. Eskin's not from here.
Oh, they'll be with. We also have a couple contingencies, and Sabir has been thinking about her, it's non-escape groups. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Smuggling routes.
There you go. Oh, that's your cat friend, right? She is What does she do?
Officially, she's a merchant.
Oh. You guys have a weird group.
Yeah, you could say that again.
What happened with that tiefling? I had gotten a report that he died.
Well, you're not incorrect. He he did, and then his soul was possessed, and now he's back. And that's all I can really divulge about the situation.
Did that happen before or after you guys went to a Cloufus?
During?
Oh, okay. I mean,
Not my story to tell, so
just so long as it didn't happen in Frozmond. She seems relieved.
anyway, we should probably start heading back, unless you wanted to talk about something else.
No, I should probably call it a night before another morning rampage.
Big day tomorrow.
For you.
For all of us.
Hopefully, the group you sent ahead will have a camp set up for you. But I know they'll have it done by the time we get there. You guys will have your time. And then when we march, you guys planning on sitting this one out? Or you guys coming with us?
I at least will be marching with you. I can't speak for the rest of my group.
All right. She kind of nods at that. Looks like she's kind of considering something. Kind of tosses her hair back and forth for a moment and says, "All right, well, let's get to camp. I don't."
I whip my hair back and forth. Sorry, I'll
Roll
be quiet.
another perception. No, you're good. Roll another perception. Or yeah, roll a perception check for me.
That was fucking funny.
Plus her perception. Okay. Suddenly she's like, as you guys are heading back, suddenly she grabs a hold of your shoulder and forces you down towards the ground, and you realize she's kneeling right next to you. And she's looking straight up. Until she points it perfectly out to you, you don't notice it. But there's something big flying overhead. You can't make it out again. You can't make out what it is against the sky, but there's just this trail of stars that keeps getting blotted out for a moment.
Is it my friend?
Is our friend?
Our friend, that's right. Is it our bro?
You're not sure.
Can
With your perception check, even having
I,
it pointed out to you, there's no way to tell. It's whatever is flying over has to be really high up. You're not even catching like wing beats or anything like that. Nothing.
Gotcha. Ren says that must be what Echoes said he saw. Heck is that?
Echo didn't see shit. Someone else saw it.
Well, I'm giving you the credit, fucker.
Just take the
I'm
credit.
just saying. I didn't see shit.
After a moment, it seemed like whatever it was seems to have veered into a different course because the stars stop vanishing overhead. And she kind of stands back up cautiously and starts being really aware of where she's putting her feet. In that she is actually like walking without putting her feet down. And you realize she has basically melded her feet into the dirt along the forest floor.
Man, I was really hoping that was. Ren says that out loud.
You were really hoping what?
It was Charn. Ren says that out loud.
Charm. Who the hell is Charm?
He's my black dragon friend.
She looks at you, and there's a mixture of fear and go ahead and roll an insight check. 19, not bad. Okay. That's really good. So she looks at you with a mixture of fear and also a wariness that you would look at an enemy with. Friends with the Black Dragon? They're reputed to be the most vile monsters to have ever terrorized the plains.
Well, supposedly. But we may have given Charn. He's super young. But we may have given him a different perspective on life.
Well, until he discovers his greed, we can hope for the best, but once I've never heard of a black dragon not becoming one of the most terrifying and detestable creatures to have ever been recorded. Outside of a beholder, of course.
Oh, yeah, we have a friend that's a beholder as well. Red says jokingly on that.
I've heard that there's a protected one here, but you've got to be full of shit. Beholders don't have friends. They have slaves or food.
We do have an aboleth friend. She says, like, absolutely seriously this time.
The only aboleth I've gotten reports of is what was his name? Lives in Lake Greg.
Greg.
Wait,
Yeah, that's the one.
his name is Greg?
As far as I'm aware.
Huh. Her words are getting softer as you guys approach, and she's heading directly towards her tent. As you guys get to it, she says,
Uh,
all right. What's up?
Nothing. You had
As you guys get back to her tent, she says, okay, I'm gonna get some rest so I'm not as upset in the morning.
good night. Sleep well.
You too. We have guards. You guys don't need to post a shift or whatever.
Well, people feel better if we do. Later. And Ren's gonna go back to,
Yeah.
to her group.
Are you waking somebody up for a watch?
I am.
Who are you waking up?
Not Sabir. I think we'll wake up Kai. No. I'm waking up Ebris. Hey. Welcome back to the watch, asshole.
I love.
What am I supposed to be watching?
Us. The
Ugh.
environment, making sure there's nobody. I know it's been a while for you, but come on,
It's
up and
been-
at him.
That's fine.
Ren just
I'll be right back.
helping him up.
And then I wake up and get ready for a watch.
All right. Roll a D100 for me.
Ooh, nice.
86 mahi mahi. All right. So you you sit up, roll a perception check. Just don't roll a natural one.
Perception.
Nice. Okay. At one point, a shadow comes across the moon a little bit, but it's whatever it is, it's got to be pretty far off because it wasn't completely blotted out. But other than that, nothing else happens. Couple of times you see a pair of you see one of three pairs of guards that are kind of patrolling around watching everything, but other than that, yeah.
would I be able to make an intelligence check?
Sure.
Being that it's blocking out the stars, trying to figure out what it is in reference to the stars.
Uh, sure. It's gonna be a pretty high DC.
Okay.
So you have a D20 and a D6.
Yep.
15. Nice. It's really hard to tell. The image that was for just the briefest moment going across the moon was not really enough to give you a full scope of what it is. It seemed it because of your perspective, it was basically like almost far off flat line. So either something flying, well, you wouldn't even really say flying, but you would say gliding, as if something was gliding around.
Well, there's not much I can really say or do based on that. I will proceed to procure my flang tongue revolver and just do minor maintenance on it, etching in the umbral sigils connecting to my shadowy nature. And that's it. Wait till the next turn of pass
Well, the next turn to pass
for
comes
the
up,
watch.
and yeah, you've got Echo and Sabir. The sun isn't quite peaking the horizon yet, but that's when Echo's usually done with his meditation, and Sabir usually hangs out for the first morning watch to get coffee going. So Sabir and Echo. Let's go with coffee roll.
Good coffee roll. Let's go.
I'll roll for the coffee.
All right, Skeletor, let's have Echo roll an intelligence check.
Oh
God
yeah, let's
damn
do
it.
it.
Oof.
That left. I do better.
What?
Yeah, this is how you make coffee.
Hold on.
And in a weird, like, kind of almost competitive moment, the Echo is like sees Sabir setting up to brew some coffee, and Echo's just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make some coffee, and it comes out slightly better than yours. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Even with all your modifiers. Jesus.
Damn it.
You
Please.
+9 compared to me.
Hold on a second. Okay. This is when it matters, game.
I still did better.
Ah!
Oh
What is this
no.
bullshit? Curse this frickin' coffee.
It all smells absolutely terrible anyway, Sabir.
Of course it does.
If only I gave a bardic inspiration die. Sabir.
I know. It's okay. The game does what it wants.
All right, and I think now would be a good time to
I'll make it taste better if I can.
before you guys, as you guys are getting started for the day, I think now would be a good time to take our quick break.
I'm gonna have everyone try my coffee, then try yours, and sleep.
There we go. Okay. So, prestidigitation. I'm assuming you're making some coffee better a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Gibbs is coffee as much as I can make it better.
Okay.
Mm. Wait. What does that mean?
So basically, he can flavor it to something he's experienced.
Okay.
Did Ebris ever have the God coffee that broke everyone?
Original Everest did.
Right, but then you were okay. Then you spent a small eternity uh, as a familiar.
Yeah, but even as a familiar, Empress was still enhancing coffee.
Yeah. All right. I got some soda. I'm trying not to die. Okay. So, you guys get moving in the morning, and everybody like in the camp realizes there's no point in breakfast. Everybody is still feeling pretty well sated because of Echo's contribution to the food using good berries. And while it's probably not going to last for the full amount of time that a good berry can last someone, they're realizing that they're still well sated, and so they don't bother wasting the rations or the cooking materials for the morning. And as the sun is peaking up and everybody is getting moving, Topaz comes out of her tent and she looks pissed. I smell beans.
Mm. Bean water? Is that what you mean?
She looks at you, Severe, and goes, "Yes, give me."
Mine's not really good. You should try. You should try Echoes.
Give me. She is like roaring.
What the?
She's scary in the morning. Damn.
Yeah, go ahead. This is my first time making it, so let me know how I did.
Despite the burning, she just takes the entire batch that you made and just starts chugging.
What?
It's almost mildly terrifying knowing how hot that is. Uh, and she just takes the entire batch down. Oh, I haven't had bean water in ages. And then you hear a gurgling. Oh, Oh, then a
I'm
nice
slightly
loud
terrified.
belch comes out, and it's just steam.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
all right.
Severe
Ren's-
is horrified.
Ren is impressed.
Arya is shooketh. He's supposed to be the scary looking one. And she just trounced him.
Okay. Where's Eskin? You see some people looking
I
around.
ate him.
You see some people looking around.
Holy fuck.
He doesn't, but nobody's really seeing him. And she starts marching towards his tent. And she opens the tent. And there's no one inside. Where the hell is Eskin?
Can I go to the tent and investigate?
Absolutely.
I'm going to the tent and I'm going to investigate.
Investigation. What the fuck, Kaido?
Damn.
My rolls suck. You wouldn't even need me there.
Why am I not rolling above a 10?
It's the sickness.
I gotta be compensated somehow.
Yeah. You like rifling through the tent, it doesn't look like, number one, the tent is not completely empty. It's his bedroll is still inside. It. It's just a small one-person tent meant for just for sleeping type of deal.
Right.
But you don't see the like the belt of baubles and pouches that he had, and you don't see his little sling, like basically like sling backpack. You don't see any of that stuff, but you do see his bedroll, and it looks as if, like, from the purposes of for the purposes of your investigation, it looks as if he went out of his tent at some point with all of his stuff except for his tent and bedroll.
I'm going to relay that information and be like, look, if you look over here, all of his, equipment is missing. However, his tent and bedroll's still here. Can I, like, is there, like, any footprints, like, see if he was, like, left in a hurry, like, or if this was, like, methodical?
Looking around, the footprints are, like, you're able to kind of distinguish the freshest just barely able to distinguish the freshest footprints. And following it, it seems to go kind of in the direction that you and uh Topaz had gone.
I'm going to point that out to Topaz, like, look, see these footprints right here, these gentle indentations? They're leading to where we went and talked last night.
All right. Everyone go ahead and roll a perception check. um. Well, everybody but Koya notices that there is a missing tree along that path. As everybody kind of looks in that direction that Ren's pointing, there was a tree there last night that is no longer there, and the ground does not seem disturbed, as if a tree had been rooted up.
So, is it just me, or was there a tree there last night?
I think you're right.
Uh,
And she pulls her large weapon from her back and starts walking very cautiously towards it. Does anybody else do anything before she gets to it?
uh,
Someone should activate their sharding gun
Hmm?
that
Oh,
they
yeah.
have.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna activate my eye.
Is it the Sharingan or the Bakugan?
It's Byakugan, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Naruto, so I don't understand that preference.
Oh shit! I've seen something you haven't.
There's
Okay. I've seen it a lot of times, but I can't get past like I can't. I just can't watch it.
believe it.
It's
that's fair.
so good,
Well,
though.
that's so fair.
It is fair. I get
It's
that.
so hard for me to watch. I've tried to watch it 5 times.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I finally got to the Great War and stopped watching it. I got
I
irritated.
always
Shippuden?
manage to get to like season 2 after he passes the exam, and it's just I can't. I fucking can't.
You need someone to watch with.
Probably, but I just can't do it on my own. Anyway, what does my eye see?
What does your special eye
This is
see?
Byakugan see.
What am
Uh,
I?
it as Kai, as you switch over to the true sight, you see
Okay.
that there is definitely an illusion here, because as soon as you
Yeah.
activate it, the tree is there. And as you activate it, as you activate that and you're looking and you see the tree, you activate it just in time for Topaz to run into the tree. And you see her kind of flounder around with her hand, trying to figure out what's going on.
I stifle a laugh.
And you see she's like patting the tree that she can't see.
Why are you rubbing a tree?
It's invisible.
No, it's not. It's clearly right there. I go over and knock on it.
What's your AC?
See, it's there.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay. So 15 would definitely hit. As you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you say that, and she's like looking at the spot, and everybody around you is looking at the spot where there is definitely not a tree, but there should be a tree. And she just turns to you and gives you a punch on the shoulder and goes, "How about you don't be a smartass?"
I knock on the tree. It's right here, guys. What the hell are you guys talking about? Knock, 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 knock. There is a tree right here. What are you guys talking about?
Obviously, why is it invisible?
I don't know. I see it clear as day.
I believe, bestie.
Why is it? Why
Uh,
can't we see it? Why can you see it? Nobody else sees it.
Well, I mean, I've been able to. I've recently acquired the ability to see in all the planes of existence. So it could just not be on this plane of existence now.
The color kind of drains from her face a little bit, as much as an Earth Genasi can. What do you mean? Like Sharona?
I point to my eye. I'm able to see into other planes.
And it lets you see invisible things too?
What material planes see into the? Is it the only the ethereal plane that I can see into?
No, it's true sight. So you can see invisible things, you can see into the ethereal plane. Like you can see pretty much, and you see things for how they really are.
I mean,
So
yeah.
when when you come across something, like when you come across something that you see but nobody else sees, if you don't say something, nobody else would know.
It but yeah, like what I saw, like how I saw, yeah, what was that demigod's name, or demon god, whatever, what was that dude's
Oh,
name?
Orcus?
It was an O. Yeah, just like how I saw Orcus back at the master's shit, what was that place?
The master shit.
The master shit.
The master's den. I can see into different planes, and
I don't know who
I
that
look around the
is.
group. I look around.
You saw that grandma once, right?
I look around the rest of the encampment. Do I see anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, as you turn around,
Hold on, let me roll a perception.
okay. Am I cutting out again?
No.
Okay. Perception 9. Uh Nothing's really striking you as out of the ordinary until you like really look over your shoulder. And for just a moment, you make eye contact with this aspect of Orcus. And just as quickly as you make eye contact with him, like a wicked smile of just rows of jagged teeth plays across his face, and he seems to not completely disappear, but shimmer slowly out of your vision.
See, like right there, I just saw Orcus.
Ren looks at the spot like concerned.
He's gone now, but he was there.
Uh uh uh
Kai, as you turn back to the tree, make another perception check. Oh, okay. You finally beat it. You see a little bit of movement in the branches towards the top of the tree.
I look up.
And you spot a familiar colored robe between some of the branches and leaves. Just barely doesn't belong in a tree. And fairly certain that you know where Eskin is.
Is he hanging from a tree?
Like right up there. Eskin's up in the tree.
You all hear shit. And a crash on the ground.
Oh.
Kai sees Eskin fall out of the tree. Everybody else just hears shit kind of quietly, and then a thud on the ground. And let's roll a con save for him. He only has a +1, so that's a failure. And then at like right after the thud on the ground, you hear a wheeze, and suddenly the tree is there, and Eskin is laying on the ground next to the tree.
Brenna's gonna go over and like cross her arms, stand over him. So hi there, mister. Can you explain why you were hiding?
I just wanted some time to think about everything before I had to go back there.
Ren's gonna look at Topaz.
She's got her weapon. She's like reholstering her weapon and is like looking at Eskin. Look, you're not going in to go back there. You're just gonna get some people out.
With my does Eskin look normal or does he look different?
He looks pretty normal. He's kind of he's got a pallid kind of color to him, almost like perpetually frightened.
Does- Sorry, go ahead.
And from what you can see, because he tries to keep his face for the most part hidden in the hood of his robes. Just
That- does he give off the same visuals as Ren does?
no,
Okay.
no.
If you knew what I was trying to get at, you know.
Right. No, with the true sight, you can tell that this person is either an elf or a half elf. But the problem is that their ears have been we'll say maimed in the past.
They've been cropped.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, just like Griminaires.
Oh shit. Don't bring up my love. And yeah, this guy looks perpetually terrified. But you can also tell like he's very, very competent with magic. Like you can see like bits of the weave just surrounding him constantly. I just knows I don't have to. Look, sorry, I don't know. I can't know if I'm gonna be safe. But I just wanted a minute to think about everything. Topaz starts looking really annoyed. Like, we've been over this. Everything is fine. And honestly, if they can't get you into the city to save some more people, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? We don't want civilians caught up in all this. We don't want to see people die that don't need to.
As long as you stick with me, I promise no harm is going to come to you. Persuasion check.
Ooh, disadvantage.
Still an 18. That's pretty good.
I'm
Yeah,
going
no,
to
you're
no, fuck you. Fuck your disadvantage. Hang on.
hey,
Hang on.
you win. It's fine.
I don't care. You said disadvantage. I don't like that. Restore balance.
What the
I beat him by 10.
Oh, you beat him by 7. With the modifier, that's a
Okay.
15. I, but he gives you he kind of gives you a funny look. Ren, roll insight.
Insight. Yeah.
fuck?
You feel like
Not bad.
as his eyes come across you, and he kind of gives you a pointed stare for a moment. As you say this, there's a little bit of a shiver that you get of, wait, did he follow us out last night? You can't say for sure, and he's not saying anything, but he does take your words, and it seems to put him at ease for the moment.
That's okay. Above game, if he tries to blab or something, I will introduce him to his worst nightmares with Phantasmagor's. I'm not casting it right now, but that is what I would do to him.
Jesus Christ.
Nightmare.
Stop dying.
Sorry, I feel awful.
We need you.
No, you don't.
You're the main character. Yes, we need you.
No, I'm not. Shut up. Kai is the main character.
I's the puppet character. You are the main character.
I am not the main character. Shut up. And if Ren's the main character, Ren's gonna go jump off a cliff and transfer main character stack to someone else. And then you guys will be stuck with Arikana. You guys don't want to be stuck with Arikana.
All right. Well, you get he kind of pats his belongings and so okay, well, can we get this over with then? This is really terrifying, but If you guys can get me in.
What if you can get yourself in?
Can, but I can't.
I have a little magical song that might be able to help.
But if anybody that knows me sees me, I'm done for. That's why I need you guys.
Don't worry, we got this.
Can someone do like a disguise self, but on somebody else?
I don't believe so.
I have a disguise kit, and I'm very good with that disguise kit. I'm how tall is this guy?
Uh, let's see. About an even 6 foot. But it's like, but he hunches really bad. So like he's constantly like in a state of like head kind of bowed, slumped.
As a matter of fact, I see potential within you. Hold still. Ren drops her backpack on the ground and pulls out her disguise kit with, makeup and shit. Sabir, help me out with this shit. I'm
Okay.
going to make him look like a Goliath. The
Okay.
very, very small Goliath. What do you want me to roll for my disguise kit?
Let's see. Usually for kits, it's an intelligence-based thing. If you have proficiency with it, though.
I do.
So if you are proficiency with you have proficiency with a disguise kit. Okay. So yeah, we'll go intelligence. Or I mean, yeah, it's fine. You'll be rolling with advantage and proficient and your proficiency modifier, so
Okay. No, I'm using magical guidance on this shit.
um
Oh wait, you said it's with advantage, right?
yeah.
Okay, never mind. I don't need to.
And
I'll add
then
I
it
will.
to it.
I'll
there.
take that flash of genius stuff. So 1d6.
No, it's 4? Just a flat 4? Hold on. No, a flat 3. So it's 22.
Flat 3. 22.
You fashion him in to look like a very convincing but very small Goliath.
Oh.
Mwah. Masterpiece. Sabir, you have outdone yourself with those eyelashes.
Why, thank you.
Topaz, what do you think?
Uh, you realize Goliaths are giant kin, right?
Hold on. Hold on. Best part, I cast enlarge.
Oh god. Oh
How
my
long
god.
is that? Like an hour of enlarge? Or what is the spell?
Enlarge slashers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Gibbs was asking what the like.
Oh, how long it? A concentration to a minute.
Oh, up to a minute.
This probably won't cast it, but
Oh shit. Oh, the stream just disconnected and reconnected. And now it's dropping frames. Okay. Now it's better. Okay. That was weird. All right. Well, if everybody's ready, Koya is. Everybody's had a long rest, so Gibbs, you used 1 point of lucky on your coffee, so that did not reset. You only have 2 left for the day.
Okay, of luck.
Yes, because you
Or
get
okay,
3
gotcha.
between each long rest.
Yeah, I have 2 on Flash of Genius and then 2 on luck.
Okay.
He looks beautiful.
All right.
He does.
So Koya, yeah, everybody should be ready to go.
I'm ready. I don't need to go pick the lady up from work. Someone's dropping her off.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, everyone. We're now traveling by the trees again. Please keep your belongings, have them close to your person. I am not I am not to be held accountable for any bodily injuries that you may have on this transport.
Please keep
So
your hands, feet, heads inside the tree at all
tails.
times.
That I also have this to help him stay hidden for an hour at least.
Right now, everyone, we have a few seconds, so I want everyone buddy so we can get the fuck through.
All right. Well, everybody roll. And are you guys going to where you had sent the detachment? Or are you going to closer to the gate to just try to stroll in?
I think we should decide that right now. Should we just try to walk in?
I think we should just stroll in. I mean,
Yeah, we should be able to. There's
it's not like we've done any harm to anyone.
Yep.
All right, I
Now
guess
the
we're going to stroll in.
now the question is, are we gonna land close to the gate, where we can just casually walk over the crest of the hills? Or are we gonna go right up to the gate, be like, "What up, bitch? We here."
What up, bitch? We're here. What I go with. It's what we do normally, so I would change it.
I agree. It would look mighty sus of us to change it.
Gotta do your hero pose.
I don't strike hero poses.
Why not? It's fun.
Kai's the beauty of this little group of people we have. I am
Only by a little. You beat me just by a smidget.
remember people run from me.
Okay, so you guys are
I
all
give
right.
people aroused boners.
If you guys are heading straight to the gate, then I'll need one of our casters to go with you.
We already
And
did have
you
one of your
two.
casters going with us.
She
Points to that guy.
She points at the dragon, at the 2 dragonborn that had been fixing up the treehouse the day before. You two. Yes, boss. Okay. And as you are casting the spell, the caster that she's sending with you guys comes up and says, "Man, I always wanted to learn druidic magic, but unless you get touched by nature, hard to. That's okay. And you watch as he weaves his hands together. And as you're lining everybody up for the trip, the last thing he does before you, as you guys are going into the tree to make the trip, is he casts a spell, and it seems to be a higher level invisibility spell. And as you guys step out of the trees, kind of within view of Alothus, you hear some scampering to the behind you as the three that had been tasked with going with you guys to rejoin with the group that's setting stuff up. And you guys have successfully gotten to the gate of Alothus. And you guys have helped get 13 individuals camped outside of Alothus out of view of the main gate.
I thought you put a cap on it at 10.
Yes. You got 10 yesterday, and then you 6 plus Eskin plus the 3 others. Makes 10 today.
Nice.
No, you said 13, that's why I was confused.
Yes.
10 yesterday, 3 today.
Oh, okay, you meant like non-party members. Okay.
Right.
Makes sense now. So I was like, I got 3 extra hitchhikers? What?
All right. And as you guys pop out of the tree, you guys realize, of course, the gate is like closed and barred, but you can definitely see movement around it. And I will just move Kai's token here that we've been using. To the gates of Alothus. All right. So the 7 of you. This Goliath has an hour of a +10 bonus to stealth checks. Not sure why. But as you guys stroll up to the gates, some shouting starts almost immediately as you guys get close enough to hear. State your business.
Do I recognize the voice? Like,
For the most part, yeah. It sounds like a guard you might know.
calm down, it's just me, Ren says, disarmingly.
A few portholes open up across the gate, as well as what?
I didn't mean. I was reading that. I didn't want to actually click it.
Oh, okay. Did you guys deal with the Gemborn? Come on. Like the gate starts like bars are being pulled to some bars are being pulled to the side to allow you entrance through a smaller door portion.
Mm-hmm.
And the door opens after about a minute, and Falinor steps out.
Yo, Fallon.
Hey, did you guys already handle the Gemborn?
Handled might be a little bit of might be a little bit too generous.
We dealt with a small tune. We're just coming back for a quick pickup.
So resupply.
Who's that? Oh God, is he sick? Looking at Eskin, who you guys have made up to look like a Goliath.
Yeah. No, he's not sick. He was a prisoner. We're bringing him back to safety, and we're gonna get some information out of him. It's all good.
All right, go ahead and roll for me a deception check, please.
We'll do. This is the time where I want to use my DM's inspiration if I if I fail. Well, if my character
Does
sheet ever wants to open, I will be more
would
than
he
happy
have
to.
advantage because we are from the city watch? Like they wouldn't have any doubts towards us, right?
um,
It's a good roll. Good roll indeed.
um,
Trying to
yeah.
decide if I should magical guidance that.
Uh, uh, what does magical guidance do?
It allows me to turn failure into success by
By
allowing me to re-roll.
oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, I think I'm
No,
sorry. Go ahead.
well, she like upon hearing that, like she stops and she goes, "But okay, is is he some kind of weird like giant kin sorcerer or something? Why would the Gemborn have? You know what? I understand.
His dad was a bard.
Why don't you guys? Why don't we find a place for him to go? The city's locked down pretty hard right now. Um, we've got a curfew.
I mean, we won't be long. He can just stay with us. We'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we're heading to see my kids.
All right, roll a persuasion check, and this time I will definitely give you advantage.
Oh,
Didn't need it, but whatever.
damn.
God damn. 28.
Right.
Dude, level 12 parties are great because they like there are times where you can just like you can accidentally hit 30 with some characters. And every character starts getting closer and closer about them. Yeah, you know what? Right. You've got this.
Speaking of, what are the updates, Eleanor? Any movement on your end?
No, we haven't spotted anything. Um some of the like as you guys are coming in and they're like shutting the gate behind you, she's like, there's something going on and I don't know what's going on, but
What do you mean?
We haven't seen a single courier since you guys left.
The goblin couriers?
Yeah. They're
Is
Do I know anybody from the Goblin Courier Service guy?
met like 2 of them.
yeah, I think
No, like I meant like any of their big wigs.
no. No.
Not even my time at State Affairs.
No.
Okay.
The courier service in Frozmond was handled. It was basically like the equivalent that I can give you is like a third party contractor who never dealt with anything themselves, but handled the jobs. But all the jobs were always handled by the couriers, and nobody's had any communications come through from the Goblin couriers.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I don't
Well
either.
spoken, Kai's wife.
I don't like. Why is this?
Another great
amazing.
question.
My question too.
Another
Yeah.
great question.
Your wife's unintentional, perfectly timed comment.
It's a D&D staple, what can I say?
I see. If we have time, we'll poke around about that too on our travels.
Okay. So look, curfew is sunset and not the and not after sunset, but when the lowest part of the star goes to the horizon, we've been getting everybody indoors.
That brings back memories of the time you and I used to sneak out past curfews.
Look,
Fun
I
times,
got word
fun
from the
times.
council that you guys were looking at possibly being able to take down the Gemborn.
I mean, we did take out a small platoon of both of them.
Right, but I thought if anybody could actually stop them, it would be you guys.
Well, they haven't stopped us yet.
That the rear guard did put up a hell of a fight, though.
Rear gu- She immediately she starts to almost repeat your words and then stops suddenly. Says, okay. Thank you. And she kind of darts off, leaving you to your own devices. Everybody roll a perception check. Okay. Sabir, Ebris, and yep, Sabir, Ebris, Ren, and Echo. As she darts off, you realize that feeling of being walked with and watched doesn't go away when she leaves you. And you're realizing that all around the walls on the inside, all around the gates, all around all around the main gate, everything is very heavily watched. And the once very active Lothus is now more of a ghost town. If you see people, they are hurrying quickly to their destination. There are no longer people standing around talking, or if you do see people working, they are working quietly and quickly with nervous glances.
Oh,
The
guys.
Explorers Guild, teleportation circle and outpost here is the building itself has been reconstructed for the most part, but you can see inside, and the teleportation circle looks like they've been working on it.
oh,
For anybody
wow.
not familiar with the spell, teleportation circle, in order to establish a permanent one, you have to cast the spell in the same spot every day for an entire year in order for it to be active. And
Only I
permanent.
would know about that.
Well, Echo and Ren would also probably be aware of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of their backgrounds.
Yeah.
But through arcane means, I know about it because I can cast a spell, even though I've been told it's been useless.
Oh, right. I forgot to have you guys roll D100s for your teleport to the gates of Frozmond. Oh, well. We'll skip it this time. You guys are lucky. I know rolls anyway. Yeah, fuck it. Everybody roll.
What the fuck?
Fuck
No,
it.
you already said
Let's
we
go.
don't have to worry about
No,
it.
too late. Kaido rolled. Everybody's rolling.
Wait, what are we rolling?
A D100.
Hunted.
We're not going to do a retcon. Somebody
on my
shows
way.
up late or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6. One more. Skeletor's almost here. And Echo with an 88 as well. What the fuck? You know, you guys rolling the macros that you guys made?
Yeah.
That's
What about them?
3 88s in a row. Isn't it? Hold on.
288s.
I
And it's not really a macro, it's just so like it's just we added an attack button that doesn't have a modifier that's just roll a D100. It's not a macro. It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
button.
No, I see it. All right. Never mind. Yeah, okay.
That's why it's
There were
called a
just
fucking button.
2 88s in a row. That's it's just weird. Okay. It's fine. All right.
It's just a fuck it button.
Yep, it's a fuck it button.
Sabir. As you guys are like making your way into like through a Lothus proper, around the House of Holding where you guys had originally gotten Mike and transported him out of Frozmond, and going around
I've entranced the receptionist.
and the shop where the Baylor demon had been posing as a civilian that is now completely boarded up and the sign is gone.
Very upset about that.
Yikes. The
Was that,
shop or whatever, the demon
was that
shop.
something we did?
No.
Yeah,
No, it
I
had nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I remember it, but like I didn't remember if like we did something to
No, I don't think you guys have ever really gotten a chance to find out what happened exactly.
No, I think we tried, but then we got distracted.
That sounds about right. But Sabir,
Well,
you notice something as you guys are going through town. A common cat starts. Yeah, cat. A common cat, like a
Okay.
just a regular, everyday house cat
Oh no,
kind of deal,
Kaido.
is following you carefully, and then you notice a second one, kind of keeping pace with you, but up on some of the roofs of some of the shorter buildings. And as you guys pass the boarded up demon shop that no longer has a sign, there's a third just sitting on a box watching you go by.
Hmm.
Roll a perception check.
who?
Sabir. As sneaky as they're trying to be, you realize that they are definitely fixated on you and they are following your group. Just,
Would I notice this?
I mean, everybody could technically roll. This is just something specific to Sabir.
I don't notice shit. that's, a, that's a nice boulder. I like that boulder.
Dude, that's somebody's stairwell. What the fuck?
Could there possibly communicate with them in like a cat-like way?
Here is the cat god.
Do you have do you have any ability to communicate with beasts of any variety?
Oh no. Okay, never mind then. I do not.
I mean, I'd say you could possibly roll an animal handling check.
Hmm. Okay.
But
Where is it?
let's see here. Ren is the only one that also notices the cats.
Just shits and giggles. Okay. All right.
You
Look at
kind of
you.
like Sabir, you trail behind a little bit and you it almost feels like it almost feels
Excuse me.
like terrible to do, but you kind of like look back at one of the cats and make eye contact and it freezes. And you give a round and it cocks its head a little bit, looks around, and then starts kind of padding over to you. Slowly. Ren's the only one noticing that Sabir has stopped. Well, everybody would know except for Echo.
Nope, that's a nice boulder.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking porch. Uh,
They used rock to make the porch. It must have been
Yep.
a good boulder.
So
Severe, what's up?
These guys here.
as Kai turns
Yep.
around and says something, the cat stops and freezes, and then darts behind a stack of boxes in the street.
Do the cats look like our cats to me?
Yes.
Okay. They might be after your catnip, Severe.
You filthy bastards. She like clutches her purse.
After a moment, peeks around the corner of the boxes, looking at you, Sabir.
Sabir's gonna chirp at the cat again.
And it slowly and cautiously comes out. And you see its eyes flicking back and forth between you and the party. Like it wants to come see you, but it wants nothing to do with them.
Hmm.
And it stops about, I'd say, 10 feet away from you. And just kind of sits in the middle of the pathway, looking at you. And as you kind of look around for a moment, you realize that the other two that you spotted are kind of sitting about 10 feet away from you in different directions, looking at you.
Oh, I look at one of the cats and cast detect thoughts.
Which one? The one that Sabir has been chirping at, or one of the ones off to the sides?
Oh, one Severe's been chirping, yeah. Oh, you don't want to go out. It's raining.
All right, so it has a. Okay, sorry, I needed to check its wisdom modifier. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. The spell fails. Wait, no. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. All right. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. So the creature is completely unaffected by your casting of the spell.
Lame.
Uh, yeah, Kaido. We're just so you know what I tell you what. We'll wrap up this situation. Oh, I gotcha. We'll wrap up with the situation and call it. Uh, if that's okay with everybody. I know it's a little early.
That's
Yeah, that's
fine.
fine.
We can't have Kaido
Uh,
dying. He means too much.
Yep.
Um, Would I have noticed that everyone stopped, or am I still just walking around?
We all saw what you rolled.
I know.
I'm-
That's why I've let some stuff play out.
Good
It's
question.
not
I'll put it up to
instantaneous.
a group vote here. How about that?
Make him roll perception with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right.
Yeah, you
Damn,
like
that'd be
you
funny.
got like half a block down, and you realized everyone has stopped but you. You turn around and like, what the fuck are they? What are they doing? You see they are focusing on a cat in the road behind your group.
Why
It's
are
just sitting there
we?
waiting. Go ahead.
Why are we looking at this cat?
We're protecting Sabir's catnip.
Something, I don't know, something interesting about them. They're just following us. I don't know, me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, they're just regular cats. They're not any malicious entities or anything.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
people have they can transform themselves, right?
Not with me. Not to me.
Oh, your true sight.
Speak with animals.
True
Okay.
sight, right? Is that right?
Yep, I
I'll-
can see
Cats.
anything for what it is, and
Okay.
they're just a cat.
Well,
Now, if they're arcane in nature, I don't know because I don't see any magic about them.
well, okay. All right. In that case, Sabir's gonna go up to the cat. Well, approach
Sabir,
it slowly.
Ren sends
on.
you a mental message first and foremost, saying they're familiars. And then Echo comes back to the group, and you watch as he casts a spell.
Which I don't do very often, so it probably catches you all off guard.
I finally read Ren's message.
Okay. So I cast Speak with Animals, so I can speak to the cat. And I go, my friends seem to think you and your friends are following us. Is that true?
Comprehend and verbally communicate. Okay.
Yep.
The cat looks at you and goes, "Not you." Gross.
Oh no.
Then who of the group are you following?
Can
Okay, why are you guys all following?
lays down and doesn't actually answer your question.
Okay, as that goes on, then
Skeletor,
Sabir
like, oh no,
slowly approaches.
Echo is just like letting out a bunch of cat sounds, and it's really fucking weird. And the cat starts responding and then stops responding and lays down.
Pure cat behavior. 10 out of 10.
I have a water skin, don't I?
Oh, you
Probably
dick.
we all have one.
Yeah. I tell the cat, answer my question or I'm going to pour water all over you.
It wet, and it gets up on its feet, gives a hiss. Like you all see it like get up and give a hiss, and then Echo actually hears "Stay back," and it arches its back and kind of does that backwards dance.
Yep.
You guys all see this, and yeah, it's pretty horrendous.
And I don't yell it, but I say it loud enough so the other cats around can hear me. I will do it to any one of you that keep following us.
Oh my god.
Then I turn and look at the group. Okay, we can leave now. We got shit to do.
Well, do we want to save the interactions for Ren's kids and and Dadguard's family, or do we want to go through Dadguard's family since we don't really, since Kaido can listen but and not worry about accidentally?
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. We can save it. We can go for it now.
Let's save it for when Kaido's at 100.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should.
That way we can engage then.
Y'all did it for me, so let's do it for him.
Cool. All right, well then we'll go ahead and end the session here as Echo chases the cats off, leaving the mystery of why they're following and paying very close attention to Sabir for a later date.
Yep.
Sabir had a good catnip. The clean cut 10K.
That Colombian catnip. Oh yeah. All right, well, we'll go ahead and end the session and say goodbye, everybody. We'll head to ending soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Uh,
Goodbye, everybody.